Looks do matter. And if anybody tell you different, they lie. Hi guys, it's Sif 2.0 here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about why looks actually do matter. And I could speak on this firsthand because growing up, I was a very hardcore tomboy. I wore a lot of baggy shirts, a lot of baggy clothes to the point where people really thought that I had no kind of shape, when in reality, I have C-size cups, I have a pretty big bottom, and I hid all of this simply because I was comfortable with the way that it is that I looked. I just a lazy person. Like it is so simple. Like I am lazy. I like the idea of rolling out of bed and getting ready to tackle the day. I don't have to go through all this trippiness with let me comb my hair, and let me put on some makeup, and let me put on a nice like not all of that. Efficiency is a must with me when it is that I was growing up and stuff. But how I was treated back then was a lot different to how it is people treat me now. Because I presented more masculinely, and I came from a very male-dominated field. I started online by playing video games and streaming on Twitch. And because I looked more tomboy-esque, people were not very nice to me. Straight up, I think people thought that I was gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just I'm not. And on top of that as well, they treated me like one of the guys. A lot about fellas when it is they treat you like one of the guys. I'm not gonna lie, and that is not some good things it is you learn about guys as a girl on the other side. It was just like a blatant lack of any type of respect. I'm not going to lie. Once it is you respect yourself and you walk into a place, people treat you with way more respect. I remember I would walk into Starbucks back in the day when it is I used to dress like a tomboy, and nobody would look my way. Nobody would say good morning, despite I'm a very mannered person. I walk into the place, I say good morning, please, thank you, whatever the case is. From South, we have them manners. Except for the people in the northern side of the country. Like, all here's a bunch of mad people, right? And nobody really looked my way, nobody really paid attention to me. When I started to experiment with my femininity going into my early 20s, it was this huge, massive shift. I never felt as though I was ugly. I always knew that it is that I was, a pretty relatively attractive person. I'm the best looking person in the entire world. Oh God, dog, you're gonna put me up next to friggin' Megan Fox and who gonna win? Like, but I knew that I wasn't bad looking. I just didn't know to the extent, like, how this pretty privilege thing worked. When I started to wear a lot more dresses, when I started to put on a little bit of makeup and stuff, people started to open doors to me. They actually, people offered to buy my coffee from me. People would quicker accept business deals from me. And I think it's because it is they see a person that's more put together in front of them that they automatically have that respect for you in business as well. Had I continued looking the way that it is that I did, I didn't have a problem with that. But I would not be as respected as it is that I am in the business industry. Being good looking is get you into certain doors, and it is unfair. The world is an unfair place, but it is what it is. And what would have helped me out so much with overcoming those small things was, number one, first and foremost, I started to go to the gym religiously. Back in like 2020 to 2021 and stuff, so I had nothing to do in my house. I was perpetually bored. I was locked up. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. But the one thing that is my mom allowed me to do was go to the gym with one of my friends. And I would have went to the gym, and going to the gym helped me a lot with like developing confidence in walking around in my own body. So I know a lot of you all is like, oh God, dog, it's the start of the year, 2025, I'm going to go to the gym. We're in Trinidad and Tobago out in the Caribbean, so obviously a lot of people want to go to the gym for that carnival body. But to be honest, I don't like going to parties and fests and stuff like that. I just go to the gym because it honestly makes me feel a lot better in my body. Like, I do it for just the health benefits alone. I don't care to look like a hot girl stunting out there with that big dump truck in the back. You know, I don't care. I just do that for like health. Probably asking yourself like why I bother to look good. Like I was born with this face and I was born with this body. Like it have nothing that I could do for it. And oh, I should accept myself the way it is that I am and blah 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 blah. You do realize that the title of this video and what it is that I'm saying is like complete sarcasm, right? We obviously know that it is that having core values and morals and beliefs in your heart is obviously going to outweigh whatever it looks like on the outside. But we're talking about primarily about how society treats people. A lot of people think that pretty privilege does only exist with women, and that's such a lie. That is such a lie. You want to know how that I know that's a lie? You want to know how I know? There is this Chinese guy on TikTok, and he recently came to Trinidad to do like something in university or something, and the amount of girls this simp over this guy, it is insane. And all he does is just cook food, by the way, right? Like minimal editing, just cooking food, and there's girls there in the comments just thirsting over the guy. Like pretty privilege for guys, it exists. The reason why it is you want to have that level of pretty privilege is that it opens doors. I remember there was this one business owner. They did not take me seriously at all for my marketing, at all, until I decided to go through this whole feminine change within myself, and then they started to see me differently. And then they was like, oh, okay, growing up, I had real bad cystic acne. And that was because in my early 20s, I would have started to drink alcohol for the first time. And my body doesn't react like well to alcohol. It doesn't digest it properly. So I started to break out, but I continued drinking the alcohol because I wanted to learn my tolerance, because that's something that it is that I never learned. And I had like a really like good group of friends at the time, and I knew that it is I would have been safe with them to experiment and just push my limits and stuff. So that's, and on top of that too, a lot of stress. Stress is what is break me out as well. The entire internet used to clown me on how it is I used to look. They used to clown me right through. Oh my God, you should. I'm going to jail, guys. That's it. End of the video. The internet used to come for me and be like, oh my God, do X, Y, and Z. Rub blue soap on your face. Put apple cider vinegar on your face. Put a bottle of ketchup on your face and send me a picture and it will work. Like, dog, all it is disgusting out there, boy. So much unsolicited advice about acne. The thing about it is, I have never put emphasis and tied my self-worth to however it is that I looked, no matter at any point in my life. So having acne on my face, it never made me feel less confident about myself. But ever since it is I got rid of it, and I did a video of it on TikTok where it is I went to like a medical grade spa, and like, you know, it was this entire process. If it is interested in how it is that I got rid of most of it, people treated me different when it came off of my face. A lot differently. And I got a lot more business deals after it is that I took it off of my face as well. Even straightening my teeth. Horse. The entire country clowned me for not having straight teeth and going up to do Miss World. I have it in my head. I don't care if it is I have bent teeth. I want to represent my country. I want to go do something for my country. Something that is I believe in. I don't care about how my teeth look. But obviously, these pageants and stuff, they have different criteria and they want their girls looking a certain kind of way. I did not pass the vibe check, and that's why it is that I wasn't selected to move on to the other round for Miss World, because my teeth were crooked. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm drinking coffee, but I actually started Invisalign a year ago, and I had to pull out like all of my wisdom teeth towards the back there, because this rider is coming down here, and this tooth was a lot more bent. Like, I'll put up a picture on the screen to show you all like the comparison, how bad it was. But it is actually like, you know, working out for me and opening a lot more doors for me. And then I started to really tell myself, like, is it that it is I truly genuinely accepted myself because, you know, like, I look this way, or was I comfortable? Was I comfortable in accepting that that was not possible for me? Like, fixing my teeth obviously would have been like, you know, money and an expensive thing to do. Was I comfortable with the rest of my life thinking in my head like, hey, I'm not going to be able to fix this because there's a lot of money and I'd rather put the money to something else, and looks is just like a cosmetic thing and it kind of shallow to do, whatever the case is. Like, as a simple girl I don't want to do none of that, blah, 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 blah. And then when the opportunity came for me to get my teeth fixed, because yes, I'm getting my teeth fixed for free, I took it. And then I realized, oh my God, I was limiting myself simply because I did not have the money to do it. And now that I had the opportunity to do it, I did it, and I feel great. I feel like I could smile right through. Oh God, Sif, how it is I going to be able to fix my teeth? That is like real money. I agree, that is real money. Which is why today's sponsor of this video is my dentist. My dentist is Dr. Shival Janki. He is located on the Carney Savannah Road in Chaguanas. And if it is you decide to do an Invisalign consultation with him, it will be absolutely totally free. You just have to go up to the counter, say hi, good day. I came from Sif's video, and I am here for the free Invisalign consultation. And if you choose to go through the Invisalign consultation, you will get 10% off your order on Invisalign. That aside, I understand that it will be very hard for people to find ways to improve themselves. Look, to be honest, going to the gym is a price. Getting contacts is a price. Fixing your teeth is a price. Wearing new clothes is a price. Everything in this world, it costs you, you know. But it have things that you could do to slightly make yourself look a little bit better. So one of those things is eating clean and eating properly. It is actually make your face glow, and that's why it is I just glow so much, is because it's the turmeric in the tea it is I be drinking, boy. Dog, like turmeric is like a game changer for me. It just make my skin glow. I just put it in my face masks and stuff. Real eye changing stuff. I just also take 2 tablespoons of sea moss gel in the morning, because somewhere it is I'd see like sea moss have all these minerals and stuff here. I was like, okay, don't hurt. What it is you put in your body is really reflect on here. This is a very bad example because I am drinking a Starbucks coffee that probably have a lot of sugar and stuff in it. That is a contradiction. Changing your diet could do so much wonders for you. You'll have no idea. You don't even have to go to the gym if it is you don't have the money to go to the gym. You could do calisthenics at home. You could pull up a Pilates or a yoga YouTube like session and do it at home. I think looking healthy versus looking fit is a lot better for you in the long run, because some people look fit, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is that they're healthy. And I think being healthy does definitely reflect on how it is you feel and the energy that it is that you exude out there as a person. And honestly, really and truly, do it for a week. Eat clean for a week and exercise for a week. And see how it is you feel and see how people treat you. Before and after video. Do it right now, and 100% I'm going to guarantee you will feel so much better, and people will treat you so much better about yourself. Looking attractive doesn't necessarily have to do with anything physically. Like, yes, you could go and buy new clothes. Yes, you could go and try new, like makeup and here and there and this and that and whatever the case is. You could do all that and that's fine. But what I think truly makes somebody looks good is when it is they genuinely love themselves. Like, people that love themselves have this certain glow, this certain energy when it is you talk to them, that it's so contagious that you can't help but think, geez, dog, like I really like this person. Like when somebody walk in a room and you're just attracted to them one time and you don't know what it is like a kind of pizzazz something. You need to learn to love yourself. And loving yourself is a very, very, very hard thing, and I myself struggle with that a lot. There's a quote by one of the business mentors that I look at on YouTube. He talks about how there's certain games in life that it is you do not play to win. And a great example of that is self-love. It's not love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, and then, oh my God, I love myself, and then you stop. The point is to continue loving yourself. Like, you don't win at loving yourself. That is something that is going to be lifelong for as long as it is that you are here on this planet Earth. And loving yourself could come in so many different forms, so many different ways. And honestly, just start by writing down all the good things about yourself. Because I'm pretty sure if it is you was to write like all the bad things about yourself, it'll be easier to do than all the good things. For some reason, we as humans, we so conditioned with this excuse me, with this negative kind of talk. Like, oh my God, that's not gonna work out, and I'm not too sure about this, and I don't know about that. And oh my God, what if this happened? And I'm not good enough for that, and I'm not good enough for this, and I don't know about that. And you're doubting yourself. Be delusional. Be delusional. I was talking to somebody in Starbucks, right? Looking like this whole video I'm being sponsored by Starbucks, but I was talking to somebody in Starbucks, and they were telling me that it is being delusional is not actually being delusional, because if you are actively working towards the steps that it will take to reach your desired outcome, then that possibility is more probable, which means you are playing a game of numbers, which means the more it is you work towards your goals, the more it is you put in that effort and you believe in yourself, the higher the probability it is to achieve that possibility of that thing happening to you. Some of you all lack self-confidence. Some of you all lack that, and it is definitely showing in you as a person, as anything, dog. Like, sometimes the answer for some of you all to just look good is to have a better self-esteem in yourself. Right? Have a small bit of self-esteem. Break up with the man that making you cry every single day. Right? Leave the girl that draining you every time the girl call. You want to die and crawl up on the inside. You should not be feeling so about a partner. Leave the job. Leave the toxic environment at the workplace that it is that they're making over here. Leave the job. You know how easy money it is to come by? You can make back money. You have your whole life to make money. But you want to stay in a job because, oh God, I'm so afraid and I don't know what to do on stability. This, hello, good day. Didn't you go and get pre-qualified with all of this friggin' piece of paper and all this and sit down in an interview to get that job? You've been through it already. You didn't think you was going to get a job. Now you get a job, and now it is you realize the job is total garbage, and that is why it is they was hiring for people so desperate and think the whole time. Now you telling me that it is that you can't go out there and get another job? Hello, good day. You can't do that. Think big. Abundance. It is infinite. Getting money is the easiest thing in the world. It has so much money that we can't even fathom how much money it really have out in there in the world. It have people there with billions in their bank account. Billions. And you just want a small piece of money to live your humble life? You are asking for too little. You all need to realize how important it is being your best self is. Look your best, you feel your best is what it is they say. I disagree. When you are your best and you are doing things to become your best, you feel your best. You could tell looking good have nothing to do with looks. It have very little to do with looks. It have everything to do with what in here and what it is you just do for yourself. Self-love is not only buying out the whole of Bath and Body Works and going home and lighting a candle and, oh my God, self-love, yes, I will buy the KFC. No. Sometimes self-love does look like, instead of buying the KFC today on a Tuesday, and I know it have a real good deal with KFC on a Tuesday, we are going to cook some dal, rice and bhaji and stay home and eat that, because that does make you feel better than KFC and whatnot. Because the KFC you feel good while it is eating it, and then after it is you catch a bad itis and now you can't do nothing and now you derail the whole day and you get sluggish and you get lazy and thing. I will allow the people who don't want to eat strippiness like O'Reilly and okra. I understand. But sometimes we gotta do what it is we have to do, because it is what is best for us. Self-love is cutting off family members that they have nothing positive to say to you, horse. Nothing. I was the product of an affair, and the entire mom side of my family treated me like I was not even their sister's daughter. because it is, I come from like an Indian family, contrary to popular belief, I am fully Indian. We have like this stupid hierarchy in Indian families where if you are the oldest in the family, we're gonna go what the oldest person say, because that's the hierarchy of things. Let's not do nothing with what no young person say. And if I try to tell you something different and I talk back to you, oh no, that is rude and that's disrespectful. Sorry about the change of location and stuff. My phone started to overheat and then I had to leave from in the back there, because as it is, you could see outside, it is a desert out there and that sun was getting real blinding. But needless to say, experiment with yourself, experiment with how it is you look. Who cares if people make fun of you? Who cares if it is you have like certain things that it is that you're trying and whatever. Life is an experiment. Life is so versatile. It is so short. Cut all your hair off, dye your hair blue, go and get a tattoo of not something inappropriate and not something it is you're going to regret. But at the end of the day, experiment with how it is you look. I have a lot of respect for people that just change their hair color all the time. A lot of respect for people that change their style. This is the homework that is that I have for you all at the end of this video. Take one day off, a day that it is that you're not in school, that it is that you're not in work, and look your absolute best. I'm talking wear something real nice, something that is wear something real nice, something that it is that you know for a fact that it is that you don't usually wear. Look real good, like dress up like if it is you're gonna go out on a real hot date and it is you want to impress a person, but do it for yourself. Go out in public and walk around, walk in a park, walk in a mall, go out in public and have the best ever feeling about yourself in your mind. In your mind, what I just do when it is that I walking down the road and I want to feel real confident, I just play like a confidence song. Like I have this soundtrack in my mind going as a Nicki song. What I gotta do to show these girls that I own them some, come in Nicki, some come in Roma Skiza, please, I'm a visa. And keep walking and strut down the place. And watch how different people gonna treat you. Watch how different. Life is not fair. Of course, the things that are on the inside matters more. But at the end of the day, life will be life. These are things that it is that we cannot change. So sometimes it is we just have to accept something and adapt to it. Anyway, though, guys, thank you for watching this video. It's my first video ever, and we off to a surprising start. But thank you so much. I've always felt called to make videos on giving people self-confidence and advice, especially about the things that it is that I went through in my life. I don't want to think that it is that I went through the things that it is that I went through, which I'll get into more on this channel about later. I don't want to go through them and keep it to myself. I went through them for a reason. I went through them to be the person that it is that I am today and to help other people. And I hope that listening to me here helps someone out there as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.